Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something truly mind-bending. We are neutrally unpacking a massive, intricately interwoven framework drawn directly from our source documents, known as the Singularity Protocol. Now, let me be clear, this isn't your standard tech manual. The Architect's Gambit is a sweeping theoretical document that attempts to completely redefine the very limits of computer technology, commercial law, and get this, even human biology. It's a fascinating, highly unorthodox read that totally challenges the fundamental ways we think about systems and friction. Right off the bat, the source material poses an incredibly sweeping question. What if computer logic could actually cure biological viruses? I know, it sounds like pure sci-fi. But to understand how the Architect's Gambit theorizes curing biological pathogens using math, we first have to step back. We really need to see how this framework completely reimagines the very foundation of computer architecture before we can even think about jumping all the way to human DNA. So to unpack all of this, we're going to hit 5 main pillars today. We'll start with the 3 computing bottlenecks, move into branchless cursive computation, explore laws as private IP, then hit curing biology through logic, and wrap it all up with the bioethical persona. Let's get right into it. Okay, pillar number 1, the 3 computing bottlenecks. According to the document, our modern technology is basically choking on 3 specific physical limits. First up is the von Neumann bottleneck. Essentially, the processor is just sitting there waiting for data to travel across a physical bus, which creates massive latency. Second is the thermodynamic bottleneck, also known as Landauer's principle. Basically, as we shrink transistors down, erasing data generates way too much heat, meaning we're literally hitting a thermal wall. And third is the Boolean bottleneck. Traditional computing is entirely stuck in rigid, linear binary states of ones and zeros. The author argues this completely lacks the fluidity needed to process complex, multidimensional data without burning through massive amounts of energy. The fix proposed here? Completely erase the physical gap between memory and the processor. We're talking about shifting to what the author calls an in-memory neuromorphic architecture. In this model, the distinction between where data lives and where it's processed just disappears. The theory suggests creating a self-balancing ledger where data doesn't actually have to commute back and forth at all, completely bypassing that first major latency bottleneck. Which brings us to pillar 2, branchless cursive computation. So you're probably wondering, if data isn't physically moving around in traditional ways, how does the system process complex variables without just melting down? Well, the text introduces this wild, non-binary algebraic concept called the level 0 singularity, defined theoretically as 1 equals 0 equals -1. By treating the entire logic system as mathematically equaling 0, the document proposes a state of perfect symmetry. There's zero logical friction. It essentially posits